Hey guys, this is the official how to set up your bindings video from Ride Utah. I'm going to leave a link below on what to do before adjusting your bindings and also how to adjust the DIN, which is the number inside of these in the front and the back. Okay, first thing you're going to want to know is the boot millimeter size, which is located at the bottom of the boot. Right here you can see 293, or it is also located above that, right above the heel piece. After you have your boot millimeter size, you are ready to go. These are the three most used systems. After you figure out which system you have, you're going to want to locate where the pressure indicator is on your ski. So I'm going to show you guys a few common ones. Here's one right here. This will actually pop in when you pop the ski boot in, and you want that no more than halfway in. Here's another one over here. You guys can see a little hole right there. I'm going to point it out with this right here. You guys can see that little hole. A little yellow tab, or whatever color it is, a little tab will come into there, and you want that tab to come in about halfway, no more than halfway for that. And then here's another one right here. This little metal tab is probably common for a little bit older bindings or the fixed toe bindings, and this tab will actually go into the black plate in there, and it'll go in about halfway. So that is the pressure indicators for those three right there. I'm gonna leave down in the description the three different bindings as I do them. You guys can go ahead and click to whichever binding is yours to see how to fit that binding. All right, so after you have your pressure indicator, we're gonna go over each one of these bindings individually, starting off with the track or rail system. So 293 is what I had as far as the boot millimeter size. And as you guys can see down in here, we have 292 and 296. So you're gonna wanna go to the closest one and you're gonna wanna adjust that. So with this one, I'm going to wanna pull up this lever and then adjust it into 292 first off. And we're gonna see if that one works. So we pop the boot in here. And as soon as we pop in, we're gonna look back at this pressure indicator and see if it's popped in. See how it's flat right there? That's perfect. It's popped in to be flat. You don't want it more than half, and you don't want it popping out. So flat is good. Okay, for the second binding, the demo binding, we're going to adjust the toe piece first and then the heel piece. So our boot millimeter size is 292. So we want to come down here and take a look at which one is our boot millimeter size. Go to the front of the binding, and we're going to pull whichever tab or button releases the binding and bring it back down to our size. So 292, we're in that range right there. And then you guys are gonna see we're also gonna be in the yellow range in the back. So you guys can see 292 would be right here. And straight up from that, we want the arrow to line up. If we did this correctly, we're gonna pop in this boot and see the pressure indicator is going to pop up right here. You're gonna want to make sure that your boot is lined up with the center line of the ski. You're gonna see a little tab on your boot which marks the center of the boot and a center line on the ski. So you're gonna wanna make sure that those are both lined up. And for the last fixed binding, this one doesn't have a millimeter size on the front or the back because these ones need to be mounted to your boot specifically, or at least to a boot that's close to yours. So once you have this one mounted to your boot, you can actually adjust it within probably 2 or 3 different boot size ranges from your boot just by pulling this tab up and releasing that track. So once you push your boot into the binding, you're gonna see that this track actually lays, the black piece actually lays on the track right here, which is what we want. There's your pressure indicator right there. If you guys would like more videos on how to adjust your bindings or other how-tos in the ski industry, make sure to let me know down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.